what's up YouTube? It's Mr. Stan coming back right at you with another review. And this time we're going to be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified line, Cobras, Xamot, and Tomax.
Cobra! Let's see how your brother likes this, Xamot! Stop! Please, stop! Okay, fine!
Okay everyone, now let's go ahead and start off by looking at the box. And here we have on the left we have Tomax, and then on the right we have his twin brother Xamot. Now this is such an iconic pair. I remember as a kid watching this all the time. They were so close together, these twins, that anytime when there was like a fight scene, you could see if one got hit or if one was from far away from the other one kind of felt it. This is just how closely genetic these two twins are. But of course, they're also a deadly pair to begin with. You got Tomax up front. Take a look at that nice little grin, that upper eyebrow right there. They both pretty much come with the standard weapons. They're both identical in a way because they're twins after all. They both come with a submachine gun, and there is a magazine. I won't say clip. I gotta improve my gun skills now after the past couple videos, and thanks to everyone out there in the comments below for helping me correct my gun terminology, or weapon terminology. And we'll just say a kind of jagged knife or serrated knife, or you guys can comment below to correct me again if you like, in case. And it also comes as a silencer, which is also quite cool. Xamot also has the same. We also have the submachine gun, we have the magazine, we have the knife. Now the artwork wise, there you go. They both have their right hand and left hand definitely holding up their weaponry. Sash as well. You notice that Xamot on his face has the iconic scar over there on his left eye falling down, and of course Tomax doesn't have a scar whatsoever. On the side of the box we have the numbers 44 and 45 as far as the side artwork, and then of course on the top there we go, 44 and 45. Back artwork literally the same as Stalker. You can pretty much see, but you know the thing is, which is really good, that is someone had mentioned before in the comments, we don't actually see Stalker and you don't actually see the twins in any of the artwork in the back, which is kind of odd. You would think they would kind of introduce the twins somewhere, but I can't really make it out. I couldn't see it, and definitely you don't see any of them inside in the back. Let alone you don't actually see the Python Patrol or the Tiger Force as well in the back as well. And here, if you look, when you put two on the other side of the box, when they combine, you can see they combine to make the Cobra logo, and then they're all suited up in their business attire, as we saw them before. They represented Cobra as an agency, of course, inside of a building in one of the episodes.
Oh, come now. Do you have any idea of all the man-hours involved in financing, planning, and building a new Cobra R&R center?
Okay, so one thing to notice from the side is that, actually, I don't know if you've taken notice of the series after 40, pretty much the packaging now comes all mostly cardboard. I don't mean the front, I mean the side. There was a small little detail to like the older series. Like for example, this is the bat right here, this is number 33. And if you can take a look, this actually has the plastic cover goes all the way around just to the side. The side, of course, on here is cardboard, but this side had plastic. This too. Everything after 40, it seems, doesn't have the plastic carding that it did in the previous boxes for the Joes. So it just tells us right now, I think Hasbro is trying to do what they can to cut down costs, which is fine, I guess. I guess the COVID has taken a toll on all businesses. So, and you know, one question I always had in my mind is, which of the twins was more famous? Which one was more popular? Now, to answer this question, I just asked, we're going to ask the opinion of a female take on this instead of a male take on this and see what they say. Hey there, Sophie, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, that's good. Hey, I got a quick favor to ask you. Can you tell me if you were going on a date with one of these two guys right here, these figures right here, which one would you choose? And tell me why.
Maybe this one?
Okay, you would choose that guy? How come?
Because it has a scar on his face.
Oh, okay. There you guys got it. Scars are attractive, guys. And there you have it, folks. Xamot wins the popular opinion among females. That's right, everyone. If you get yourselves a scar, especially a scar under your left eye, you become that much more attractive.
Why should I believe a Crimson Guard commander?
Good question.
Xamot!
Perhaps you could judge me by the company I don't keep.
Now that we got them unboxed, let's go ahead and look at them up close for detailing and articulation. On the left side, we have Xamot, and on the right side, we have Tomax. There we have that very sexy scar that girls just really dig now. And here we have a very clean shaved face, probably one of those Gillette shave commercial shave faces.
For a closer, easier shave.
And pretty much you can see they're virtually identical apart from that scar in the fact, and of course the way their uniforms are presented. They have the red sash slanted diagonally facing each other, and then of course you have the Cobra emblem on the chest area right there. They've also got the nice gun belt right there, which also has the Cobra fangs around the groin area. Interesting. And of course we also have a knife sheath, and on the knee pads we also have got Cobra knee shieldings, thigh pads, and we've also got a knife boot sheath, I'll pronounce it that way, boot sheath right over here to put their other knife. And on the back, there we go, on the back we also have the sash, and of course they have their little shoulder armor and neck armor, only on one side of their neck now, not on both sides, which of course I guess when they're fighting together they're going to be shielding each other on the opposite side, so it makes sense. Now we'll go ahead and look at articulation next. So use Xamot over here to go ahead and show articulation. Now one thing I noticed was when you are just basically move around the arms, okay, it does come on, you could say, a rotating ball joint around the shoulder. However, one thing I found was when you try to move his bicep, you can't get basically you can't get his arm up to touch his top shoulder. This is as far as it will go. It won't bend anymore from what I can see. Yep, it's definitely not going. I'm not sure if that was meant to be that way. If you want to have a comparison, like for example here, look at Stalker. Stalker, he can extend his arm out and then he can bring it back in, and you can see he's almost touching his shoulder. But for the twins, they seem to have that restriction. I am not sure why this was. As much as I'd like to say that there was maybe a defect, it's not. I think it's just the way they molded it, and I think it's also because they could have cut a bit of muscular tissue right here, and then that would have gave him the longer extension or better way to flex. And it's the same thing with his brother. If we try to flex again, because again, ideally the same molds, there you go. That's as far as it's going to go, and that's very unfortunate. I thought they would have kept. I thought they would have improved on, just keep on using, you know, good improvements on other figures that they've done and keep it the same with everything, but apparently not. Its waist, let's take its waist. Waist is full rotation. There you go. Well, we just correct his hips right there. Let's take a look at the legs. Legs, he can pretty much, okay, so I mean, at least the legs are good extensions right there. He's almost touching his buttocks. All right. Now, let's take a look. He does have the swivel around the boot. Then, of course, we got a joint around here on the foot. And at full rotation, again, also on the thigh right up there, a good rotation. And as far as his torso, let's see his torso. Okay, so he's got good extension. He can bend really back, right? And let's go front-wise. He can bend fairly well. That's as far as he can bend right there. And neck-wise, there you go, rotation, not too bad. Now, they're not as sturdy as I was hoping. So when I try to, I've noticed when I try to stand him in standing position, you just kind of gotta move the feet in a nice position, because it's just not as sturdy as the Stalker figure. I'm not sure why. So you'd have to fiddle around with the feet a little bit more to get him to be standing on his own. Otherwise, it's very prone to fall down. All right, so that's all right. But like, I guess it's also because I've noticed that the footing for this figure is not as wide as some of the other figures. Probably that's also a reason why it's not as stable. Let's see, can he get his kneeling pose? How well is his kneeling pose? Articulation on the kneel, okay, it's still pretty good. There you go. So his kneeling is good, but his standing, you just got to be a bit careful, otherwise he's just prone to fall down. Let's look at his weapon accessories. There you have it. They have a submachine gun right over here. They both have identical weapons. Submachine gun, silencer, magazine, and their knife. We'll just keep it as knife right now, because I know later in the comments people will probably just tell me what type of edge or bladed it is. I would say serrated or jagged, but in any case. And of course, the good thing is they at least put more detailing to put the silver color paint. Nice matte black handle mold right there. Very good. We also have our submachine gun. All right, I'm not sure if it's a, I forgot the correct name. I would like to say MP5, but I know it's not MP5. It's another submachine gun. Again, you guys can comment below in the comments. And it's got a nice grip right there, solid black color. they could have added maybe a touch of like silver somewhere around the chamber area. It would have been nice. Would be cool to look at. There we got the silencer, and the silencer just fits in right here. All right, squeeze right in. So you got a silencer right there, and here's the magazine. So we'll put the magazine on the bottom. Let's take a look. This magazine, let's see if I find the right way. If they actually had a bullet in the chamber, it would actually be quite cool as well. I think I got that. I think it goes in this way. Flips right in. There we go. And there's got his action magazine. If they could have put, it would have been good if they had a strap on the submachine gun so that they can actually holster or somewhat not have to worry about carrying their submachine gun, but they don't have that. Instead, again, they got the knife sheaths right there, so we'll put one knife in the boot. Okay, it just slides right in. And we'll put the other one around the hip, okay, around the waist. There we go. We're going to slap that around inside, and they all fit pretty good. They all fit pretty well, so you don't have to worry about them protruding out. And that's pretty much, we'll do the same one here for his brother. All right, so here we go. Put this inside. All right, and slide it. Oh, wrong side, sorry. All right, put it inside, in here. Okay, and also right here on the bottom. All right, and we'll grab a clip in his hand, pretending that he's going to, sorry, I said it again, clip. Huh. All right, magazine. We're going to grab a magazine. We'll go to the grab magazine, and we'll put it over here. And this in his hand. And he'll be ready to start to load up his submachine gun. Okay, so we can have that action. But, again, I kind of actually think it's cooler without the silencer, to be honest. So we'll leave the silencer out. If they had at least, or put another holster for the silencer around their body, would have been good as well. As you know, a lot of them, like Stalker and the other Joe's figures, they actually have holsters for the accessories. This time they didn't have that, so I think that's a small letdown on this figure. Now for some size comparisons, here we have in the centerpiece, we have Stalker, and then there on the left we have Xamot, and on the right we have Tomax. And pretty much as far as size proportion goes, they kept it pretty much the same size, and there's not much of a difference, except if we change to a female character, and let's go ahead and pop, I'm going to go ahead and pop Stalker out and replace him with, there we go, there is Scarlet, right? Okay, you can see a noticeable size difference. There's definitely a heftier bulk on these two figures. Size, height-wise comparison, definitely a little bit taller as well. And again, this is just only doing a comparison using the G.I. Joe Scarlet from the movie Snake Eyes version.
Goodness, what's this? It looks like the Baroness, and she's been captured. Captured by who? It looks like she got captured by an AIM and a Hydra soldier who just took out her bat escorts. Well, wait a second. I hear a sound coming. Who's that? Oh, it's Tomax on the Cobra Coil, and he's taking his shots. It looks like it's all clear, and now Tomax can finally rescue the Baroness. But wait, there's something going on. What's that? Boom, boom, big step sound. Whoa, look it up. Whoa, it's Barney's older brother. It's Megatron from Beast Wars. Oh no. Oh no, it's not working. The shot's not working. Boom. Oh my goodness, Tomax. What are you going to do next? Oh, he's got that Cobra Coil. Oh no, it looks like this could be the end for Tomax, as right now Megatron is about to bite his head off, but wait! Huh? Something's coming! What could it be? Oh my goodness! It's a giant car mech! Check it out, it's a giant car mech! And wait, here we've got a girl blue Power Ranger, and inside we got a schoolgirl who's driving it in the robot form, and look at the gunner! Look at the gunner in the back. It looks like, yes, it's Xamot in the back in the gunner's seat. And he's got the twin double guns, sporting out with two mega cannons. And he's got his high beam rifle. And he's got some sort of double sword that says Third Floor Cafe. I bet if we just open this, that's right, the blade comes out. And uh-oh, it doesn't look good for Beast Wars Megatron. His big blaster and... boom! Looks like Xamot proved out to be the hero of this day. You can tell he's got all the girls. And it's not a problem because guess what? Because they're twins, I bet you Tomax feels pretty much everything. Cobra! la 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 la.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for watching the review. I hope you all like it. I think getting the twins is definitely a good buy, basically because it's very iconic to have these guys, and you know, you pretty much gonna get Deathstroke, Baroness, you get Cobra Commander, and you gotta have the twins. They are very, very, very like, they are just really one of the main two that everyone remembers back in the old days of the cartoon. I do like the head sculpts on these. I think Hasbro did a good job with the head sculpts. And probably the only nitpick I have is probably the fact of the arms not being able to fully extend back up. And also the weaponry. I think the submachine gun should have had a strap, or at least you give an accessory to one of the twins, both of the twins, sorry, they need two, both of the twins to holster their silencer and to put their magazine, right? Magazine there. That would have been nice because previous Joe figures all had the capability to put, of course, all the accessories together with them. They don't just have to hold them. I mean, imagine, okay, if you're just gonna always have that silencer on the submachine gun and nowhere to put it, or you just drop it on the ground, it doesn't make sense, right? They only had the holster for the knives, and that's still okay, that's great, but I think if they would have at least done the strap, that would have been perfect. Done the strap, or at least a holster for the silencer. That's all I'm saying. Alright guys, that does it for this review. I'm Mr. Stan, and I'll see you guys on the next video.